Yeah, good evening. Good evening, beautiful people. Why is this camera blurry?
Camera?
Yeah, I think my camera is blurry.
Okay, yours. Okay, no problem.
How you doing, brother? Let me just
Alright, bro.
before. Can you hear me now?
Of course.
Okay. Good evening, beautiful people. Good evening. We tuned into another, interesting conversation. I have got two interesting people here. I'm waiting for the other guests. I'm waiting for him. He gave me his word that he was going to join. I think the camera is better now, right?
No, I can't see you at all.
What about now? I think I know
Okay,
where the problem is. I'm coming. Just let me take off the pouch. 1 second. What about now, brother?
No, I can't see you at all.
No, this should be better. What about now?
I'll see. Probably my settings. I don't know.
Shall I just... What do I do? Oh, someone said we can see you. Apparently, it's from your side.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. But
Can you see me?
You definitely, I can see you. I can see
Yeah, there's
you.
no need. Is there need?
Well, there's no, but I'm a no Julog or but I can see you definitely. So, while we're waiting for our other guest, this is Mr. Afolabi Damilare, my brother from way back. Before I give you the platform to introduce yourself, I want to say that Mr. Damilare, we have a special nickname I call him, Babi. I think that's between both of us. But Damilare over the years have been involved in a lot of grassroots. As a matter of fact, at some point in time, he was involved as a grassroots leadership, sweeping across, grassroots politics or anything you would want to, make mention in that light. But for the sake of, uh, let me add Mr. Akinwunmi again.
Okay.
So, but for the sake of this, all right, Mr. Akinwunmi, just accept like that. I'm doing the introduction already. I sent you invite to join on the video. Please kindly accept. So as I was saying, Mr. Damilare has been involved in grassroots as a grassroots leader, youth leader.
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Akinwunmi, you're welcome. Yeah. But you can turn your camera to face you. We are just seeing the TV.
Just try to adjust the camera.
All right. Okay.
Are you seeing me?
I can see you. I can see you. Damilare, I can see you.
Okay, well, very unfortunate that I can't see, but no other now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to set the camera.
All right. So while you are doing that, let me just I was just introducing Mr. Dario. So Mr. Dario has been involved as a grassroots youth leader over time. You are welcome on board. And he's
Yes, can you see me now?
No. You need to press this. There's a video icon on. Yeah, we can see you now.
Okay. Sorry for.
So you're welcome, brothers. For the honor
Good afternoon.
Damilare, we can't see you anymore. You've pressed something. You need to be on Instagram. Press that video icon so that we can see.
Hello?
Yeah, we can see you now. Damilare, we can see you
Okay. I actually want to see you guys now, but I don't know. You know, my own, I don't know.
now. Apparently there's something.
Good afternoon.
Are you on Instagram? Like, are you on the app,
Yeah.
or you are just on another
Yes.
app? While you are
I'm on Instagram, of course.
okay. Then would you? I don't know what might be going on. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
But
Okay.
no, no, wala.
Oh,
No, wala.
okay. So you're welcome on board, Mr. Damilare. Thank you for your time. I know you guys are busy, most especially when there is Champions League. Also, I'm sorry, Premiership going on. You guys took your time to be on this topic, and I'm very sure this topic is very germane to us. That is the reason why we've taken our time out to say we want to contribute our quota, our voice, most especially. So, Mr. Damilare, would you just introduce yourself just for a few seconds to people who want to get to know you better?
Okay. I'm Afolabi Damilare by name. I'm a business person. And,
Okay.
I've once been a community youth leader for a period of 2 to 3 years. That's just a few things about me.
I
As we
know.
progress,
Yeah.
as we progress, people
It's
get
people who get
to
to
know
know.
more. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I know. I understand what you're trying to do. You don't want the portfolio to come before the content.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is also my brother, Mr. Akinwunmi. Mr. Akinwunmi is the son of the legendary, our hero. As a matter of fact, as respect for Baba, see what I'm wearing. Can you see my shirt? So,
Yeah, we can see.
can you see it?
No?
Oh, I'm wearing
Somehow.
a shirt made by Lakuzi with the Nigerian flag in front of the design. So Mr. Akinwunmi has been active, proactive youth leader. He has been rendering his voice actively in. We met in Oyo State when we featured on a program where I think you, me, Seun Fakorede was also on that flyer, on that program was aligned, and so a couple of
Yes.
yes, Seun Fakorede, and this also
Yes.
Babatumishe
Yes.
for the event. So we've been brothers then. It's just quite unfortunate because I plan to even meet Baba before his demise. But maximum respect to him. We appreciate
Thank
their
you, sir.
sacrifice and I can see the support we've been giving from Abuja movement. You've always been Baba's right hand. We can all see that. Ọmọ orí àgbẹ̀yìn àwọn náà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ bá wa tẹ̀wọ̀n sí afẹ́fẹ́ rere. So briefly, Mr. Akinwunmi, people want to also meet with you. Would you like to introduce yourself, like give people some few tips about who you are?
No problem. My name is Akinkunmi Akinwunmi, the son of late Papa Michael Taiwo Akinkunmi, the Nigerian national flag designer. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I believe this session is going to be raw because the way everybody is starting cool, it's understandable. Nigeria has gotten to a stage where we also have our voice to render. It's either we are victim or we are also player, part of those people contributing to what is going on. But last time I checked, I don't think I'm part of those people contributing to the to what is really going on. So you are welcome to Street and Cathedral. Street and Cathedral basically is a podcast idea that was created by me. It's more like we have our voice to render. I'm a spiritual person, as you can see from my back. That's a Bible verse. I do not respect anybody who doesn't align with one spirituality or another. I'm a spiritual person, and I understand the fact also that Jesus Christ, nobody actually gave us any wisdom, reach Jesus Christ. Barabbas and Jesus, Street and Cathedral. We were told where the option was thrown open and people chose Street. That what I'm trying to say is that bit by bit we'll be releasing conversation that will lead us to spiritual talk and conversation that will lead us to either national or continental or diplomacy or politics. And this is one of those conversations that is going to lead us to nationalistic views. So thank you very much for joining us on board. I'm going to throw the first question open. So go right straight to the heart of our conversation. So I have a friend, a big shout out to Mr. Olashukwu Abidin, is my friend. In 2021, a total sum of $2,397 was mistakenly paid into his account by United Nations. So this, my friend, they funded that money, that amount. And that end in the 5th Ganifawa Emi Impact and Integrity Awards in Lagos. I've seen people coming out and be saying, oh, people have different opinion about that. That why will they return it like that is God's blessing? Why some people are saying, oh, what he has done is right. So now the question is, have we gotten to a point in Nigeria where we can say that righteousness is not actually the order of the day, where we thrive on criminality? Or it is some people pitch their tent with righteousness, while some people pitch their tent with criminality. So whoever wants to go first, I don't mind. So let me just throw it open.
Let my brother first go first.
I was actually waiting for you to go first, but no wala. But
Right,
I love this topic, and I'll be real with the whole message I'll be passing across. When you say righteous, you need to understand that concept first. Okay. Just my own understanding is just doing things in a moral way or correct way or right way that is justifiable, doing the right thing. So now, doing the right thing in Nigeria presently, not the order of the day. We all know we should not be realistic about the thing, not the order of the day. Criminality has been everywhere, every institution, secret practice criminality. Movie industry, music industry, our education sector, politics, everywhere is corrupted. So now, why do people engage or involve in this criminal act instead of doing the right thing? Why? Because even if you do the right thing, what's the reward for it? What's the reward?
Should we expect a reward for doing the right thing?
Of course, for every action there must be a reward. Of course, you should expect something. You want to tell me a child sent to school after primary, secondary education, and university, but he was being or is being academically grounded and based his or her studies and all that. And after the whole education, after the whole thing, get employment becomes an issue.
An issue.
So I'm 100% sure. You know the statistics already. You know the numbers of unemployment, the numbers of unemployment we have in the country. So that is not an argument. So now the reward for doing the right thing. What's the reward? And what's the reward for engaging yourself in criminality in our society today? So people even celebrate people that engage themselves in criminality rather than celebrating those doing the right thing. So yes. So okay, take for instance now a musician singing a conscious music, music, good music to our ears. Now, how many of their music do people appreciate or do people
compared to
compared to songs that you know what I'm saying? So people don't celebrate. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. We are still going into many conversations. So, Mr. Akinwunmi, in vain with that, why do you think the youth are not emulating this character of my friend, Mr. Olashukwu Abidin, that refunded such money? Why do you think they are not encouraged to emulate such character?
Okay, thank you, everybody. First and foremost, let me say, righteousness starts from our house. And what we mean by righteousness is Someone should be fearless. It should be fair. It should be faithful, and it should be submissive and God-fearing. If someone can emulate those characters,
I think Mr. Akinwunmi's network is buffering. While we wait for him, the conversation is, does righteousness or criminality pay in Nigeria? So this is Street and Cathedral. The conversation we are holding here is going to get us into the heart why we feel that criminality is thriving in our country compared to righteousness. And by righteousness, we are not limiting it, just like Mr. Afolabi said, we are not limiting it to spiritual conversation. It's more like you are doing the right thing. And there's no reward. There's no much encouragement, according to his word, towards that. So, but let's be honest, Afo, let's be honest now. I want to ask you a question. Do you think the system is an excuse for one not to be righteous? Because in this society, like in the European society, we see that these people do the right thing when it comes to driving, when it comes to securing things. Their criminality here, don't get me wrong, their criminal activities, but the ratio at which is being curbed is on the high side as well. So do you think the system is an excuse, really, for people being involved in criminality, or is it a personal kind of, decision?
The system is the major factor of criminality in Nigeria. The system is the major factor. Now, why did I say that? Now you have a politician, serve the people, going to jail when you hear the news of the embezzlement, money meant for creating jobs, creating health insurance, creating a whole lot of things for the people. At the end of the day, nothing is being done. People are left with poverty and all sort of things. So you can imagine that. So when the system is corrupt, what do you expect from the citizen? Now, some people will tell you, I pray I get into power. If I get into power, I will
Like it's an
embezzle.
avenue to embezzle money. See,
Yeah, I will embezzle that my generation will
suffer.
not never know poverty again. Yeah, even the society now. Society is another factor. The society itself. What if you go into power and start doing the right thing? After your tenure, probably 4 or 8 years, come back home. As a politician, politicians in Nigeria, their basic salary is not that huge. You can't. Their basic salary is not that huge. So after the whole service, public service, probably 4 or 8 years, you will return to your people without much money. Even your people, the family, the society, they will castigate you. They were busy. Why will you be in government for that period of time and you can't take anything? So that alone is really enhancing criminality. So the instance I gave the other time. Imagine after going through a lot in school, in university, or what have you, at the end of the day, there is no job.
Now, taking it from that, a big shout out to Ogadapo. I know I've written some copies of articles where, well, I speak the truth, and that's the truth. But recently, Ogun State has been successful in inaugurating an airport, a cargo airport there. Now let us go into the heart of employment structure, which is why I love what you're saying, that someone who went to school, got out, apparently. What do you think would be the employment factor in these new airports? Let's use a practical thing now. Do you really think it is going to be a case of, I sabi person, I need to go and collect letter from Malaki, or it's going to be a case of, is it the problem that we are not studying contemporary courses in our varsities? Or is it a case of the fact that our Nigerian students also are not up to the task? But what is going to be the employment factor in your prediction?
Yeah, all the factors they are main factors. Now, number one, who knows who is employment in Nigeria? Hello?
I'm with you. I'm with you. With you.
Who knows who is employment in Nigeria?
Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly. I can see you as well.
Hey, sorry. So, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Who is employment factor in Nigeria? Let me give you an instance. Let me use myself as a case study. Sometimes ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I employed, I applied for Ogun State Service, what do you call it? Civil Service Commission. No. Ogun State Civil Service Commission.
Okay.
So the first examination I passed, the second one I passed, the screening I passed, the last screening, so which happened to be the last screening. So it was an interactive section. They will ask you a question. No, they will ask you about 2 questions. If you pass the 2, then you are automatically employed. No, you wait for another list after that screening. So, and while we were seated, if someone sitting beside you fails a question, the question will be transferred to the next person sitting to you. Are you getting my point?
Come again. If you fail the question, the same question,
if you
right?
fail the question,
okay.
Yeah, if you fail the question, someone sitting close to you will answer the question. They will transfer the question to the person to answer. You get? You only have a chance. You only have 2 chances. A question goes round, then after that, another set of questions goes around again, making it 2 questions. So after the whole interview, a guy sitting beside me failed the 2 questions they asked him, and I answered the question. And this guy and myself, we finished from the same institution. He even had the results. I can't be disclosing that he didn't have a good grade. Yeah, he didn't have a good grade He didn't have a good grade in the university. So he failed the 2 questions, and after the whole screening, he asked me to follow him somewhere. That he wanted to see a man. That the man will help him. So we went to the man's office. Unfortunately, we did not meet the man. Meanwhile, I took the guy to the interview session. I gave him a lift. He had to wait for me somewhere. I picked him up for that interview. So I was so exhausted. I was so tired that day. So, but I don't want to refuse the offer that we should go to someone else, someone that wanted to help him, because I was so assured that I'll get the job because I passed the 2 answers that I was being asked. So when we got to the office, we did not meet the man. So the secretary told us to wait for him. I couldn't wait again. I had to give him a transfer fare so that I won't feel bad that I didn't wait for him. So I had to give him the transfer fare. So when the result came out after some months, my name did not come out. This guy
Nigeria happened.
He's in number 3. So now the issue is the guy is in the job now. Why I'm not in the job? So eventually it happens like I have friends like that got a job through that process. That who knows who?
Who knows who?
Now that is in the case of who knows who. Now studying the right course. Yeah, studying the right course in the university is a big factor too. Now, I've once discussed it with my friend that none of my children will ever study nothing less than medicine in Nigeria.
What
if
about,
I'm still, of course,
in Nigeria, okay.
in Nigeria, if I'm still in Nigeria, medicine or nothing, regardless of anything, I will make that choice for them. Because what is it? At the end of the day, like myself now, do you know what I studied in school? I studied history and international relations.
I know.
Now tell me, how many museums do we have in Nigeria? How many?
Let me chip this in. Let me chip this in. I understand your plight, and we are getting into that. Mr. Akinwunmi, if you can still join us. Yes, we are still on. I don't know, I think his network was buffering or something. So now I understand where you are coming from, but I can't predict where you're going. So, but now this is where I have an issue with. Do you really think opportunities in Nigeria is actually open to a commoner? Or they've made those opportunities restricted to selected few of maybe children of the bourgeoisie? You know what I mean by bourgeoisie, of course. Children of the bourgeoisie or the children of the elites. So, because as I see these things, I notice that Nigeria, do we run on merit at all, or we run on the fact that we just need some people to fill in space? I remember a friend of mine wanted to get a job at an institution. His mother was working. His mother forced her early retirement so that she could create her own slots for the child to be in service. You know, crazy things like that. And these are people where you know your people when you were in school and stuff. Like, not that you are looking down on anybody or stuff, but you start to question yourself that even you that you're doing well, you could actually go for anything meritable. The merit is not coming. So do we have more frustrated youth turning towards criminality? Or that is not an excuse? I want you to be honest. Do you think those people involved in criminality do not have choice? It is the system that actually pushed them to it. This system of restricted opportunity, opportunities that are just meant, that are supposed to be for commoners, has been restricted to selected few.
Now, there are two categories of youth in Nigeria. Okay, let me give an instance. I have a guy into internet and cybercrime, and this guy cannot spell international. He can't spell international, and he's into cybercrime, and he has money. So now, for such person, will you say, and he didn't go beyond secondary school. Now, for such person, will the person say, now, there's no job out there? That is why I'm doing this. You don't even have what it takes to seek for that employment. You don't have what it takes to seek for that employment. And you are telling me because there are no jobs there, that is why you are into this. Are you getting my point?
I'm with you.
Because there are no jobs there, that's why you are into this. You don't even have what it takes to get that employment. You are not learned. You don't have handwork. You don't have anything. To be honest with you,
Apo, I want this conversation to be interesting. That's why I'm interjecting. I'm not. You complete your thoughts. Yeah, there are jobs made available for people that are semi-literate. As a matter of fact, job made available for literate. There is no discrimination. As a matter of fact, you can get out of secondary school here and get job, but there is a cadre of job you can get. There are cadres. You wouldn't go for a job where they require high professionalism. But even to get, now that's the question I'm asking you. Even to get cleaning job as a civil servant, do you think that could be gotten on merit?
Of course. Of course. Oh no, I'm not. I can't say 100% you can get that on merit. But regardless, there are some people that are not ready to work. Get that fact. Some people are not just ready to work. Okay, I have a mechanic. There was a time I went to my mechanic's place. One of the apprentices was calling a white person, requesting for money. Excuse me, please hold on, please. So requesting for money for such person. Now you are into a job already, or work, or what have you, whatever you call it. You are into that already, and you want to. Please, I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
So you are into a job already. You are into something. You are doing something already, but yet you want quick money because there is a gradual process. Even success is a process. Are you there?
I'm with you. I'm 100%. I don't want to interject you. That's why I'm listening. I'm actively listening.
I can barely hear you.
I'm actively listening to you. I don't want to interject you. That's why I'm quiet.
So I believe success is a process. Now, some people or majority don't want to go through the process. You get? So someone still learning a work and wants to become a millionaire all of a sudden. You get? So that's another factor. Even if you have a job that suits someone that finished from secondary school, how many of our youth wants to engage in that? How many of our youth wants to do that? They don't want to do that. They don't want to earn. They don't want to earn 50,000. They don't want to earn 100,000 naira. They want to earn.
Because
I have
why?
someone telling me that I have a graduate telling me that he can never, even if he gets a job, he will never go for it. That is okay by what he's doing.
Which is,
And I asked me,
oh,
what is such person?
Mr.
What is
Akinwunmi.
such person doing? What is such person
Yeah,
doing?
you can just join Mr. Akinwunmi. You can jump on board. I've invited you. Continue, Latif.
Okay, so what is such person doing? You want to get a millionaire as income? No,
Okay.
that is not visible.
You
So there's
you can
another
turn your
case of
camera.
some people too.
Sorry, Afo. Sorry, I'm sorry. Mr. Akinwunmi, you can turn your camera around. We are just looking at the TV right now. Mr. Akinwunmi, please turn your camera around. You can only see the TV. Thank you. Yeah, continue, Afo.
So that's a case, that's a category of the youth. Another category is those that are willing to work, but there are no jobs out there. There are categories of those people.
And do you think those people, we are losing them gradually to criminality?
No, we've lost majority of them into criminality. We've lost majority of them.
So
I don't know why. Because I don't know why. I want to give examples because I have those people around me. I have a friend, very brilliant guy, very brilliant guy. At a time, when we were in school, he told me that if he sees a bag of money on the ground, he will never pick it. That will never, and I trust him to that extent that he can do that. He will never pick it. Do you know what the guy is doing? Do you know what he's doing for a living now?
what?
I dare not say it.
Okay, Mr. Akinwunmi, a quick one for you. Please, I want you to jump in while you are still setting your phone. Once your phone is still stable, I want you to jump in. I asked a question. Is the system an excuse for youth involvement in criminality? The reason why we are losing people into criminal activities, is the system really responsible for it, or is it a personal decision made by people that has moral decadence? So please, you can just station your camera. All we can see is black. Maybe something is covering the camera or something. Kindly just help us with that.
What? On that is that. Let me just do it this way. Can you see me now?
Yeah, okay. See, but your voice is low. Maybe you put your mouth at the mouthpiece very well, please. Thank you, sir.
Please, can you come again, sir?
I said, is the system the reason why we are losing majority of our youth into criminality, or it's a personal decision made by them? Mr. Akinwunmi, we can't hear you at all, honestly. We can't hear you at all.
Hear me now?
Why not let your mouthpiece be close to your mouth? That mouthpiece.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can get you now.
Concerning that question, we lose them based on our irresponsible. Let me use that word. Are you with me?
I'm with you 100%.
Because, okay, let me set an example. There was a time a friend of mine called me. She needed a job. She now called me. She said, please, I want to apply for so job. Okay, how can I help you? How can I come in? And she now told me that everybody have submitted their, what's it called, their forms, everything, that they just want to pick like five or 10. But people that they have already submitted their forms, they're up to 7,000. I said, what? 7,000. Just 10 or 5 people. The rest of people, where should they go? The rest of people, okay, okay, which plan did they have for them? Can't they tell them, okay, this is the actual what's it called? Amount, and this is the qualification of people. If you don't have this qualification, and this is the amount of set of people we want to give an employment. So she now told me that, okay, that after everything, they now told them that they should go and look for a politician to give them a note.
The politician, why? Why should a politician give them a note?
I wonder, and I look at a politician to give you a note for what? So is that all those 7,000 students that submitted their forms, is it all of them that know any politician? Maybe 2 or 3 people that are not politicians, they are not capable for that work.
So the way the structure is, it is positioned. It is already structured.
The position in a way is very wrong. The position is very wrong.
Now, I'm going to be raw with this question now. I'm going to be raw, and I want to talk about the agbayas.
Okay.
When I mean the agbayas, thank God you mentioned the politicians. Me, I call them the agbayas. Nítorí wípé Yorùbá lọ wọ́n bọ̀, wọ́n ní àgbà tó ní tìjú ló máa ń jẹun ṣẹ́kù fún ọmọ. Wọ́n ní àgbà tó ní tìjú ló máa ń jẹun tán tàwòtàwò tó ń ṣẹ́kù fún ọmọ. So I see these people as agbayas because yes, that's agbaya, agba téèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ yà fún wọn. Now, my question about them is, we have a governor of the state that we learned that he took money from the state treasury to pay his own child school fees, which the school later returned. I know you know the governor, I know the governor, everybody knows the governor. There is also another senator that's always acting thing. You know the senator, I know the senator. That senator, you know, it is disgraceful how these people at the heat of the moment when they are charging them for criminal activities, and they come out and throw it back in our face with the luxury they've used such money to buy, like the car, like the same governor I'm making mention, I'm pointing to, was seen in the latest Benz, acting more like he was some sort of a music star or anything, playing with such a Benz and everything. So I want to ask you a question now. Do you think our leaders are the one that has gotten this? Because I've also made mention of something that in every sector, education sector. So can we pinpoint the fact that he said our education sector, every sector, right? After you remember, right? So can we say that it has been the politicians that have been leading in this portrayal, in this decadence of criminality, or it is embedded in us as Nigerians right now? Before we even go to the solution aspect, let's talk about me. That's why I call them agbayas.
Okay.
So Mr. Akinwunmi, please go first before I go, because we miss you already.
Well, concerning that question, what I can bring out from that question is that the Yoruba says that everybody, we have our home parts, and those politicians too, they have their own parts. The reason why I say that we too have our own parts is that when the election is coming, you will see people collecting 1 cup of one cup of rice, 2,000 of rice. Did you know that those people that went to give that kind of money, they went to get the money from somewhere? So, and they look and they see politics as a business, and everybody that is doing business will want to gain at the end of everything.
About profit.
Yes.
Profit oriented.
Yes. So all the money that they are going to collect from banks, they want to return it. That is and bank cannot give anybody loan without interest. That's double interest.
So in another view, the banks are also conniving to the decadence of this country.
Yes.
What do you think, Apo, in that line? The banks are also conniving to the decadence of these issues we are discussing. And what do you think about the agbayas I've just talked about, Apo? Please jump in.
Brother, I really want to go raw this time around. Now, don't call some people agbaya. I will not call anyone agbaya. I will not call anyone agbaya. Gbogbo wa ló lè Nigeria. You get? Now, even you and I complaining now. Do you know what we are waiting for? An opportunity.
I don't think so. I can speak for myself.
Okay, probably you can speak for yourself. 90% of Nigerians are waiting for opportunities to get there. Now, when they get there, hey, now, you know, our journalists, our musicians, our artists, our professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and so on, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Everyone is a thief. There's a journalist. Go and check the spokespersons of our president in the past and present. Go and check them. They were brilliant, or they were vibrant writers. When you check headlines, you see they will criticize government. They will write everything bad about.
Like Dr. Ruben Abati.
I don't want to mention him, as you have said. I don't want.
No, we have to.
I don't want to know. Okay, now, since you are mentioning name, let me cite him as an example.
Dr. Ruben, Dr. Ruben, Mama House, they are sharing.
Okay.
So we go mention his name.
No, that is not. Okay. Let me cite him as an example.
Okay.
I watch his program every day, and I respect his journalism, the way he carries himself. I respect him a lot. He's one of those people I look up to. He's so brilliant, so vibrant. When you check him, he had worked in various newspapers in Nigeria. Even he had worked in the Guardian and so on. Now, before Jonathan's government, go and read his articles. Go and read Ruben Sabati articles criticizing government. What happens when he sees an opportunity to be part of the government?
Was a defender.
What happened? Go and check the record now. No. What did you say?
I said nobody could drag Jonathan. Then it was Jonathan's defender.
That is not even where I'm going. That is not where I'm going. Defending him is not even the issue. Finding yourself in the system and doing the right thing is another thing. Was he doing the right thing at that time? Do you know the allegations against him? I don't know if you know the allegations against him. He was arrested with this man in Lagos. I forgot. I don't want to mention it. They were caught in embezzlement as well now. They were arrested by AFCC. Of course, check what I'm telling you. I can't come on live and start telling you things that are not real. He was arrested for days. For days. He was in EFCC custody for days. So, and now, he's no more in government. And you can't be speaking from two sides. You have once been there. What did you do when you were there? Now you want to start criticizing this government now. When you were there, you were not doing the right thing. You are fond of embezzlement and all that. Okay, so why I say all institutions in Nigeria, why I'm saying all institutions in Nigeria are corrupt. Even let's a medical doctor, for an instance, someone working with the government as a medical doctor, as a private hospital. Having a private hospital, neglecting people, patients in government hospital, waiting for those patients to be transferred to his own private hospital so that he can earn money. How do nurses treat patients in our hospitals in Nigeria? How do they treat them? How do our teachers, how do they teach children in our schools? How do they teach them? So all those things, it shows who we are. Yes.
Yeah, Afo, I like the way you claim your position. You've made us realize that this is the involvement of Nigerian professionals. It's not just politicians. Nigerian professionals. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Akinwunmi, from Afolabi's conversation, are we saying we do not have examples of people who went into these positions, either being a Nigerian professional or being in power?
I'm not sorry. I'm not letting you. Sitting is I'm not hearing clearly.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I said, are we saying
are we saying
we do not have one single, at least one single example of a Nigerian professional or leader or politician that has been there and has done the right thing?
Huh? In this country, Nigeria, there's not a good example. Everybody, like what my brother just said, everybody is a thief. I can only say that it's only my dad that is not a thief. That is why I'm not.
You're only defending your dad. What about our own dad?
Because okay, let me say this thing. That's why I said it's only my dad that can get, because he's not ready to do any corruption with anybody. That is why he's still lying down in months now, going to a month now. They did not give us the they ban us from not burying me. Why? Because it's not among them. They cannot steal. If it's among them now, that okay, you have already steal a billion trillion now. Come and how they are going to celebrate him. Now look at the former governor of Ondo. How he was celebrated when he died. Come and see all the mansions he built in Ibadan. And at the end of everything, come and see how they celebrated him. My daddy is there now. He's still in morgue. Okay, if government cannot do anything, we family. Let's do it on our own. It can't be the best and it can't be the worst. They say that no, we can't do it on our own. Give us the power to go and do it. They say that no, we can't do it. Because it's not among them.
Can you hear me?
I'm with you.
Whoever is on speaker should take the speaker off, please. I think it's echoing. All right, thank you for that. So I would have expected names like Sanusi, Lamido, likes of Yaradua. People came up there, and just everybody is black and bad. So what do you think?
Are you telling me we've experienced a good leader in Nigeria? Probably, I don't know. Probably I wasn't born at that time, because I'm a student of history. I can tell you Nigerian story or history probably from, I don't know, before independence up to date. Our leaders, I will tell you themselves. There was a time. Let me give you an example.
My great grandfather was a good leader. My great grandfather was a good leader. Just to let you know for the record.
Okay. Now, there was a time about, I don't know, 2016, no, 2015, 2014. I traveled to Kogi. I actually served there, and I love where nature lies, where you can see trees. That's where you find me. I love relaxing where trees are. But the community where I was serving, that area is like a desert. So I had to travel. I usually travel down because I want to relax. I just want to stay where nature is. I want to stay where trees are. I will travel down from my place to Ajaokuta in Kogi State. I don't know if you have heard about Ajaokuta Mile and Steel before.
Of course.
Yeah. That Mile and Steel company is situated at that Ajaokuta. You know, if you know the capacity of that Ajaokuta Mile and Steel, if you know the capacity, you know that place was established in 1970, if I'm not mistaken, probably 1975 or 1976, during Buhari's regime, when it was a military head of state. It was created at that time. If you see how massive that Ajaokuta Mile and Steel, if you know how massive it is, just for Nigerians to be creating steel so that we can have our own, what do you call it? Our plants. But do you know when last that place has functioned? Since that 1970s. It hasn't really functioned up to date. If you know job capacity that place will give Nigerians, millions, and that place is lying dead now. Lying dead. Ajaokuta Mile and Steel. Lying dead. If people are carrying the rumor everywhere on social media that Nigeria, we have Innocent Motors, that we build our vehicles, we have Nigerian made cars. It is a lie. Oh. We are not the one making Innocent. Oh. He has it, what do you call it? License from Nissan. They only couple, what do you call it? Innocent vehicle in Nigeria. They only couple it here. They don't make it here. When we don't have steel, you can't make it. So what I'm saying in essence is we've been having bad leaders. Every government that comes to power always promises us that don't worry, that Ajaokuta will fix it. We'll fix electricity. We'll fix that electricity. I should not go that area. I should not go area. So if you are telling me about Yaradua, he did his best, fine. But his best is not enough, or it wasn't enough. When he was there, do we have electricity at least for 12 hours in Nigeria? It's a big lie. Though it is understandable, government cannot provide job for everyone. It is understandable. Some people will be self-employed. But the only thing I'm thinking of, just create that, no, just make that electricity, make it stable, at least for 12 hours. You see
Why
weather,
do you think it's not stable? Why do
people
you think it's not
weathering,
stable?
they don't have,
Why do you think
what?
Why do you think the electricity is not stable?
What?
Why do you think the electricity is not stable?
The corruption, of course. And yes, corruption, of course. Corruption on the part of government. They can do the right thing. They don't just want to do it. I don't know. There's a rumor somewhere someone is importing, because someone is importing
Generator.
a particular, what do you call it?
Generator.
A Kano generator. Because someone is doing this, someone is doing that. Excuses. It's just corruption.
Generator.
It's just corruption.
Okay.
So,
Generator.
Let me chip this
generator.
in.
So it's just corruption. Corruption at every level. So that is why I told you I don't want to call some people agbayas. Do you know someone doing the right thing? Even I know. Okay, let me say this. So please, sorry.
Yeah, Afo.
Okay.
Continue. Continue your thoughts. Continue your thoughts.
Hello.
Continue your thoughts. Continue.
Okay.
Yeah, continue. Continue your thoughts.
Okay. So corruption is at every level. The agbayas you mentioned, their own is just glaring because they are the aim of affairs.
Continue your thoughts. Continue.
So at every level, even the people doing the right thing now, majority of them are waiting for opportunities as well. They are waiting for opportunities. Those ones you are saying they are doing the right thing, they are waiting for opportunities. Oh. As soon as that opportunity comes, they switch to Criminality Act as well. They switch immediately. They switch. Let me give you an example now. I will always use myself as an example. You know, after school, after the whole thing, there's no job. Everywhere, there's no job. And okay, I venture into business at a time. Even government policy will kill business sometimes. They will kill your business. The policies will kill your business. At first, I ventured into soft drink business. I was distributing to nearby shops. Do you know what killed that business?
What?
Epilepsy's, what do you call it? Power supply. Stable power supply. Yeah. You know, people will not buy drink now. That is not cool now. In my area, electricity might not show up for a week, 2 weeks sometimes. So at the end of the day, including bad roads, is another thing. People bringing a soft drinks for me all the way from town. They will tell me, we can't come to your area. Your road is bad. So as I was doing that and all that, and I saw a couple of my friends, they did not even attend the university, talk less of them, and they are doing fine for themselves.
How?
Omo, make I no lie you. I tried it. How? I tried what they were doing now. I tried it. But you know, the issue is, when I tried it, I'm already a business. No, sorry, I'm already a married man. I already have my family. And you know what they are doing? You know this cybercrime now. When you involve in it, when you engage in it, when you engage yourself in it, it is not certain that when you start today, you get the money tomorrow. It is not certain that when you start today, the money comes tomorrow. No, it's not certain. The money comes at any time. You can't predict it. I'm being a family man already. Oh, will I need to sit for that or wait for when money will come to feed my family? Then I'll become useless. So I had to opt out. So someone from outside looking at me and say, wow, I like that guy. He's not into this, he's not into that. They would not know that I've tried it as well. But I opted out because it wasn't working for me. So it is, majority are just like that as well.
Okay.
They are waiting for that opportunity.
Just take a chill pill there. I want you to get into the heat of the conversation. I want you to get into the heat of conversation. Something happened in 2020 to me. Something happened in 2020 to me. I realized that we just came out of this pandemic. I realized that we just came out of
someone is on speaker.
Pandemic.
Okay.
We just came out of pandemic. And you know that I was working for the king then. We just came out of pandemic. And you know that I was working for the king then.
Okay.
So there was a market. It's called Yewa International Market. It's called Yewa International Market. That market used to generate billions of naira. Billions of naira in a single day. But yeah, it was lying in shambles.
Okay.
But yeah, it was lying in shambles. So I decided to write a letter of appeal to the state governor. Letter of appeal. Letter of appeal. In another words, I decided to beg our Oga. In another words, I decided to beg our Oga to look into this aspect as a way for people to recover from the pandemic.
Okay.
Do you know what I got? Do you know what I actually got eventually?
Okay.
The DSS looking for me. So I question myself.
Imagine?
So I question myself. The professionals have sold their soul to the devil. That even someone fighting for their own children, for their home, mother, for their own father, they will have to find a way to arrest such a person for their boss. Just to impress their boss and say, this is I wonder what will be their game. Maybe the boss will say, so I began to think, do you really think there is truly a way we can initiate a mental exodus? I use the word exodus, mental exodus from criminality to righteousness in Nigeria, as it is now. So Mr. King will go for. No. I will go first because we were talking before. So go first.
Okay.
Then Mr. King will jump in.
Now turning from criminality to doing the righteous thing or doing the right thing. Now, the system is faulty already, and nothing can be done when the foundation is not okay. You can't build on it. You can't build on nothing. The foundation is not okay, and we can't build on it. Now, what am I saying in essence? Our our youth, our political leaders, our professionals, and all that. Now, what we can do is this. The constitution, Nigerian constitution needs an amendment. Many things are not right
Like what
in
are
the constitution. How do these people come into power?
like what are
Or how do these people come into power? It matters a lot. You know, if you don't have money in Nigeria, you can never be Nigerian president. You can't even be local government chairman. You don't have money. Regardless of your potentials, regardless of your potentials, you can never become a councillor. Have you seen many brains contesting for an election in Nigeria? How many of them can you find in the aim of affairs now? We don't care about that. We care about those who have money, who can run for an election. Do you know how much they sell tickets? Do you know how much? The last election, governorship election, 100 million naira for APC candidates. 100 million naira. PDP 50 million. For presidency, yeah. For presidency, sorry. So can you imagine? So even if you have a vibrant youth that is ready to work, to help people out of poverty, to boost the economy.
Afo? Mr. Akinwunmi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Before Afo come, I think it's just.
Can you hear me?
Afo, are you back? Afo, are you back?
Of course.
I can hear you. Okay, continue. Complete your thoughts, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Complete your thoughts, please.
So there was a constitutional conference, or what do you they call it confab that time. It was a conference on how Nigeria can be reshaped and all that. Leaders from every angle were invited.
Was it the one on Jonathan's during Jonathan's tenure?
Yeah, Jonathan regime 2014. Yeah. Leaders from every angle were invited to that conference, and they deliberated on how to shape Nigeria to a better one. And immediately the new government comes into power, they abandon it. So the issue we are facing now is, I don't know, how is that possible? Turning from criminality to doing the right thing. I don't know how we'll go about that. I don't even have an idea how that will happen. Because even from the grassroots, even educational sector, for an instance, do you know parents, they collect special center for their wards? I don't know if you know that. Just for such child to pass. Yes, they collect special centers. Of course, they collect special centers. So can you imagine that? So even from home, there's a problem.
Okay.
So you now imagine a child that a parent collected a special center for he or she, and such person after primary, secondary, and university graduated. What do you expect from such child?
Okay.
What do you expect?
So, Mr. Akinwunmi, jumping. Can we experience a mental
And the only
exodus
thing, please let me add this. Are you there?
Okay.
Hello?
Continue, sir.
Hello?
I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you.
Please.
Mental exodus at this point? Afo continue. Okay. No vex.
Continue, sir.
Okay. Can I continue?
100%. I'm with you.
Okay, can I continue?
continue.
Do you know? Do you know an institution that's supposed to be a savior in this topic or in this issue? Turning from criminality to doing the right thing. Do you know the institution that's supposed to help us in curbing all this or bringing solution to all this? Do you know the institution? Religious institution. And I laugh when I say religious institution. I laugh. I don't want to talk safe. When you say religious institution, are they helping in this regard? The answer is no. The answer is no. You know, sometimes I don't want to. Don't let me cite myself as an example. Don't let me cite myself. Your pastors, your imams, they will come. They will tell you, if you don't do this, this will not happen to you. If you don't pay your tithes, you don't do this. Instead of them, how many of these religious leaders you've heard on pulpits preaching against? They even celebrate. Oh, make I no talk. They celebrate criminality a lot. Oh no, don't let us deceive ourselves. They celebrate them. So these are the major. I've once attended a church. Well, I was just a teenager at that time. With my parents, we were attending a particular church at that time. So anytime they have anniversary, there's an amount for each member to pay. So every Sunday before the anniversary, they have a list for those that are paid and for those that have not paid. While the service is going on, they will bring out the list. Mrs. Lagwara, you are paid, stand up. So Mrs. Lagwara, you are paid, stand up. So the remaining ones seated, the whole church will see them that they have not paid. The whole church will know that these ones they have not paid though. And that is why my father stopped attending that church up till now. And that church now is still flourishing. Now one of the big churches in Abeokuta.
Actually, I know that.
So
actually, I know that church.
So now, what are you saying? Even in the place of worshiping, going to religion institution has been corrupted already. They're supposed to be the mouthpiece, speaking against all those things, against criminality. Now, okay, most of these Yahoo boys now, they go to church majority of them goes to church every Sunday. You want to tell me their pastor don't know what they do for a living?
It's the grace of God.
No, now, grace of God, yeah. They give, of course, they know what they do for a living now. They celebrate them. If you don't go to church with your personal vehicle or something, you will not be recognized. If you don't dress well and all those things. So, where are we going?
I really appreciate you. Mr. Akinwunmi, do you think
I'm with you.
we can really have a mental exodus?
Yeah, we can have the three way that you can have it. The three way that you can have it is by the religion, by the constitution, and the family. The constitution and the family.
Is the speaker
Let me
on?
first of all take the church. Speaker
Is the
is
speaker
not on.
I think it's the network. Continue. Continue, sir. Mr. Akinwunmi, continue. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Take the religion. As a religion, let me take the Christian, the one I know very well. Look at our Christian. As a religion, let me take the Christian. There will not someone is a thief that's already stolen a lot of money from the country. He will still come to the church. Look at our Christian. And they will still praising him. They will not giving him the front row to sit. Praising him, front row to sit. That means they are encouraging the way he's stealing. Of which, and all the members that they are very righteous. They've already enslaved them. Which is very bad. So there is no. Okay, now. Some people they will see prophecy before the election. Why that? Okay, this is the way how to. Don't vote for this person. God showed me. This person. God showed me. Is one that will lead us to our Canada in this country. No, but they won't be able to say it. Since that they've collected money. But they won't be able to say it. Since that they've collected money. Okay, let me set an example. I have an issue with my work some months back. Okay, let me set an example. I went to a church. I told one of my brother. And I told my brother, okay, I have some issue with my work. Next, okay, I should come to his church. It's a white garment church in Ibadan. And I told getting there, and I met the pastor. Next, okay, I should come to his church. It's a white garment church in Ibadan. So of getting there, I now met the pastor. Hello?
Yes, we are.
So of me getting there, the person now said that, okay, everybody is inside the church. So the person now said that, okay, what I want to do for you now, if you don't give me the return, no, I'm going to curse you for your life. You know? I say this. So of me getting there, the person now said that, okay, everybody is inside the church. So the person now said that, okay, what I want to do for you now, if you don't give me the return, no, I'm going to curse you for your life. You know what? I say this. Hello.
Yeah, well, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
So, in that kind of way, the church is already the way church is leading people. So the church is leading people. So it's not impressive at all. Even it's more than what people are saying. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
so,
well,
concerning the constitution, concerning the constitution, the way our constitution is, the church is already the way church is leading people. So the way our constitution is in this country is very totally bad. So okay, now they have already removed the immunity from the present government that they can. I'm hearing myself back is confusing me somehow.
Well, we can hear you.
But I'm hearing myself back is concerning the constitution. The way our constitution is.
You can take away the earpiece.
The way our constitution. Okay. The way our constitution is in this country is very totally bad. Okay, now they have already removed the immunity from the present governor that they can. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
hearing myself back is confusing me somehow.
Oh, it's the network. I think the network.
So the constitution
we can hear
very bad. It's already favoring those people that hearing myself back. They have already made the billions, the millions, and trillions. It's already favoring them. It's not favoring the we that we are still upcoming. So let's take the way. Now they have already removed the immunity. That any government is on seat or is on power, that any DSS cannot do anything, but they cannot arrest them, cannot probe them, which is very wrong. The constitution is not favoring at all. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Let the constitution be amended.
All right.
So it's not favoring the rich alone. The constitution is for the rich alone. It's not for the mass people that.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
They are already taking much of our time on that. And for the family and trillions, it's already favoring them. It's not favoring the we that are upcoming.
Okay. Thank you very much.
They have already removed the immunity.
Yes, I understand.
Any government is on seat or is on power that any DSS cannot do anything, but they cannot arrest them, cannot probe them, which is very wrong.
Okay.
The Constitution is not running at all. Let the constitution be amended.
All right. Okay.
Not for the rich alone. The constitution is for the rich alone. It's not for the masses. I think it's the network.
Yes, it's the network. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So let me take much of our time on that. And for the family. Can I continue now?
Yeah, please continue.
Hello, are you there with me? So
thoughts, please.
for the family,
okay.
Every family needs a serious work. Hello, are you there with me?
Yes, I understand.
Because it's what will bring what was plant inside those children is what will germinate tomorrow, that will build a country. But now, if they are already okay, there was a time, and there was a time. I just listened to that. Okay, I heard it online. Hello? They are hearing from the.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So they are, okay. They just asked the question. I heard it online. They had the little boy that what did you want to become? He said, I want to become a Yahoo boy. Can you imagine that kind of? I think it's the network.
Yes, it's the network.
The boy said he wants to become a Yahoo boy. For what? In this country, and the boy is up to 5 years old.
Yeah, please.
Why is it not about Yahoo boy? That means the background, his family is already broken, it's already spoiled. It's at spoiled. So the family need a serious work to do. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we are with you.
Hello,
we are with you. We are with you.
So the family need a serious work to do. For us to be on our feedback in this country, we should start from the family. A family that, okay, there was a boy to solve from, there was a boy to. They had to when you become a governor, what will you do? And said, in this country, a boy broke it. And you go and pack money. So the family, can you imagine that mentality?
Apo, if you are not
yes,
a little boy.
What do you say?
Can you mute yourself? Just press mute. You see one icon. Just press it. The mute icon. Thank you. Yeah, continue, bro.
This network is very, very bad.
I can hear you now. Continue, please. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, continue, please, continue.
So we have a lot of things to sort out in the family. There's even a Yahoo Boy Association, a Yahoo Boys Parent Association. So where are we now going?
Wow.
Where are we now going? So
I know. The
family need a lot of seriousness to bring up the children, so that at the end, so that they'll become, when they become a nation, they will not misbehave.
I understand.
So that's what I can say for now, sir.
Man, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you. You've done justice to the topic, and a big shout out to you. I know that life will present its opportunity for us at some time, and I'm just hoping when that time comes, we are going to play our role perfectly. A big shout out to you, to Afolabi. I know, I understand out of your tight schedule, most especially when Premiership is going on. I'm an Arsenal fan, so you could imagine how tempted I am. You could, but I know that we need to attend to things that matters to us like this. To be honest, this topic is a topic that we're supposed to have part 1, part 2, because it's a topic where people, people need to come say their mind, and people need to come say their mind. But it's just quite, it's quite fortunate that those that are deep enough would have taken notes of the things that we have said here. It is Nigerian professionals, involvement of Nigerian professionals, and involvement of politicians and all. Like I told you my story when DSS was looking for me, it was crazy, fam. Like it was everywhere. As a matter of fact, I was a palace boy. The king I was working for had to tell me that Dimeji, you really need to be careful and all. So in my mind, I was like, all I just did was write a letter of appeal. I didn't criticize. I was not even concerned about the loophole. I just wanted, I just wanted a recovery system for my own people. So I saw Yewa International Market in shambles, and we could leverage on the African trade, as that the African Union just released. That is a very, very good thing for a wise government to leverage on at that point in time, and that will position us, Abeokuta, Ogun State in general, position us as a leading state at that point in time. But everything has been politicized. But the annoying thing are the Nigerian professionals. Let me even leave the politicians out of it, because I've been in the corridors of power. I've worked with them. I've talked with them. I have a couple of friends amongst them. But the Nigerian professionals, I'm talking about the DSS, the police, the personal guides, that think in their mind, that think that they've reduced their humanity, they've reduced their essence to the point where all they could just
do work for a politician now. They don't work on their own now. They work based on information given to them.
Yes, and it's crazy because they could read. They could see.
Sorry, sir, let me set an example. There is one particular man in Ibadan. The man called Oxiari, former NURTW. Are you there with me?
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you. I don't want to interject you.
The man is a gang. His thugs. They fought someone at Ivo Road. So the man someone was killed there. So the governor did not say anything until the incident happened like maybe 2 years ago. The governor did not say anything until last week. They now went to arrest the man.
Imagine.
They now said that because he killed someone, they met so many ammunition in his house. That is why DSS went to arrest him.
Imagine. So my point is, even that one was a capital offense, right? Mine was a different offense. I'm wondering what you actually want. And this is me that have affiliation with the United Nations. I have affiliation with African Union. Are you just going to portray Ogun State as a state ruled by dummies? The professionals there are dummies. That you see someone write a letter of appeal, and you think at the back of your mind it is the way you can play loyalty to your boss and say you are going to arrest me. When you arrest me, what are you going to nab me for? They should know that as a matter of fact, those people, they should go and read the history of Abeokuta and Ogun State and they should see my surname. I am not someone only Mubi, but it's just so crazy when I started. And the DSS is looking for me. Who are you looking for? For what? Because I don't understand why you think that some people are more Nigerian than others. And these are people that when you read and listen to the content, when you read and listen to the content of what they are saying, these are people that are fighting for you. Even the Nigerian professionals. I am fighting for you. I am fighting for your future. I am fighting for the future of your kids. I'm fighting for a better Nigeria for you and your generations to come. But all you can think of is instant gratification that your boss will give you. That and it's crazy, fam. And like Afo said, the corruption. I wrote it in my book, and that's my first novel. That's the Ghost of My Parents. I said corruption is from the obvious to the unimaginable to the obscene. So we can see that what is playing out now, we've gotten to a very, very shameful state. It's crazy that the part of the world where they are packing our money to, where the system is working, is a part of the world where righteousness is working. They see that these people are doing the right things the right way. They are not cutting corners, These people they built the legacy of their country. It's as a matter of fact, they built it for generations to come. They weren't thinking about me.
Let me just chip in an example, sir. Look at the life of our former, Senate President, Ekere Madu. Yes, that went to do child trafficking. That want to
Imagine.
remove what's it called? Kidney.
The
Kidney.
transplant.
If the man did that kind of a thing in
Oh,
Nigeria, the man
oh,
will go
of
successfully
course,
without
of
checking
course.
in.
Do you know how many things have been swept under the carpet here in Nigeria?
Yes.
So these are the things we are saying. And some people think at the back of their mind, because you are so eager to join the oppressors, you are going to take those people that seems to be on the right course, that are serving you glimmers of hope, that are still holding on to the believability of our flag, that are still trying to push our national consciousness, and that are still fostering and trying to encourage patriotism. You think you are going to nab all the, if that is the truth. Because you guys are, I wrote it. My point that featured in the United Nations, I said it point that I've been blunt all my life, and you can see it on my Instagram page. I said, Kingsmen stunned bastards. So I was not someone looking for stardom based on something that is not original with me. As I've been original from the scratch, you know. But it's just crazy how you see some people so eager and pathetic that all in the name of, okay, you packed all the monies and came to where? To save the money and live your lavish life. You came here, you came to places like France, Switzerland. You can see what is going on in Dubai. It takes leaders that are creative. It takes leaders that know what they are doing. It takes leaders that are oriented, that know that, oh, we can do. As a matter of fact, there's a Ministry of Happiness in Dubai. So these are
Wow.
leaders that are thinking. Yes, these are leaders that are thinking. And it took a family like Al Maktoum bin Rashid. These are people that, and you know that Dubai, a desert, they are turning that place to a tourist site, and they are building even smart city already. These are people that are going years after years into the future. But what we have here are people that are taking our money to go and live in a country where they are contemporary, they are supposed contemporaries, because leaders there are supposed to be their contemporaries, right? Vladimir Putin and all the rest are supposed to be their contemporaries. You are taking money from your own country, take it to a place where your supposed contemporary built and developed for their own people to say
I
you
had
are
an
enjoying.
experience with a man, sir. Excuse me, sir. I had an experience with a man. I followed, when my daddy was still alive, I followed him to an occasion in Lagos. Getting there, I met this man. This man was just an hotelier. He works in an hotel. So when there was a day, he came early to work. He now met one man. The man just checked out with, is a politician. The man just checked out with the, let me say, is it girlfriend? Let me put it girlfriend. But unfortunately, the man has already forgotten a full big Ghana must go of money. The man has forgotten it inside the hotel room.
Imagine.
So when the man now went to clean the room, he now saw the money, everything, and the man carried the money. The man did not go and give the the manager of the hotel. He carried it direct to the man, because as I was told that there is details of the man, international passport, there is details of the man inside the Ghana must go with the money. And also that the money is 50,000, it's 50 million naira. It packed 50 million naira inside the Ghana must go. I'm sure that man is very crazy. So when the man got in there, my thought was that maybe it would give him like maybe 1 million or 2 million or 5 million naira. It's not too much.
Wow.
So
I just see you now.
You're
it just
welcome
gave
back.
gave him 5,000 naira out of the 50 million naira. It turned back to him.
Well, conversations like that.
They still sack the hotelier, the guy.
Why
They sacked him. I don't know for the.
Now these are
They
the rubbish. Wait, these are the rubbish.
They sacked him based on it did not inform the hotel management before he carried the money to the owner.
Now listen. These are the rubbish that thrive in Nigeria, where our leaders leaders are supposed to, as a matter of fact, maybe we can take this conversation and some people can listen. And when I mean listen, I mean it. The rubbish that you think because you own your business is private, you could actually foster what is called modern slavery through your business. It is wrong. Human rights come first before anything. Yes, you own the business here. Does not mean you are going to talk down on anybody. You are going to threaten them with their job. They can sue you and you pay fine. There's a protection of workers here. So when we imbibe on those positive things, we start seeing positive professionalism in the country. That's one. Two, the fact that some people think that they are superior makes them, they have this kind of master-slave relationship in a professional setting. It is not allowed. It should never be allowed, and these are things that need to be addressed. But if they have intelligent people around them, I mean intelligent people, I have someone, let me check this in. I know virtually almost everybody walking around Ogadapo in his current cabinet, from SSA to all these kind of, I've met them, even though some don't know me, but I've seen them, I've met them and all. What I can tell you is that I have noticed something with these governors. They employ or they appoint based on sentiment, political sentiment, not by intelligence. And it is obvious. You will see, it is obvious in your administration that you are surrounded by stupid people. It is obvious that you are surrounded by sluggish people, that people don't think. People who just think by their dicks. Pardon my language. People who just think, all they just want to do is go in the evening, maybe take a car to one varsity, take ladies, young ladies, sleep with them, and okay, fine. I don't even care about your personal life. What are the things, creative things and ideas that you have that you can bring on board? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what we are seeing evidentially are people who are looting and cutting away our resources to foreign land, that once they are caught, either in the US, the governor terminate their contract immediately because he doesn't want them to be attached with his cabinet. But are we fools? So these are the righteousness and criminality things that are not balanced in our view. And the fact that these political icons, these leaders, do you know that people celebrate being a permanent secretary now, just like it's like you have won governorship election, and you have to be a partisan, a political partisan, for you to end up permanent secretary. So I wonder, what is there to celebrate as a permanent secretary? Are you not a civil servant? But we all know the reason. We know what is behind it. We know what it means to some people. So these are things that, these are conversations we need to have, because we can see that, like Afo said, the Nigerian professionals are both in connive with Nigerian leaders, and this, once the head is bad, it flows down to the body, and that is what we're experiencing as youth, not as citizens, as graduates, as everything. But the mental exodus now is a shameful state where the cathedral has gotten itself to. Like I said, street and cathedral is what the cathedral has gotten itself to a point where I don't even understand. Are they competing with this institution, or are they not supposed to be the checks and balance institution for them? Like the kind of place where they can go and they will hear the hard truth. They will hear how people are feeling. But rather, like you said, they have special place in front. I said in the last edition that I know for one that many men of God will be arguing with the topic of their preaching if the president is coming. They can never preach about thief or embezzlement if senator will be on seat. As a matter of fact, they will say the grace or something. There's something that looks like God pardoned the thief of the right hand. So it doesn't mean whatever you have. It's crazy. So who and what can save Nigerians are these things we are doing, whether we like it or not. We are speaking from this victim angle. You are a son of a hero. Thank you for bringing your truth on board, your absolute truth. You're a son of a hero that's supposed to be celebrated, that the Nigerian government itself need to have, appreciated Baba. But we all know, we all know the play out of things in Nigeria. And this is my friend here who has been a grassroots youth leader for some years, and we can tell that things that are going on the grassroots level are different from what the English space we are talking. You can imagine someone who studied history and international diplomacy. He is supposed to be affiliated to something related to that field. But now we are only living by survival, and we have gotten to a state where an average Nigerian thinks that Nigerian in the Europe traveled out is a made one. No, fam. Except the stupid idiots that all they just want to do in their life is to dress, take picture, and have a nice background. That's what matters to them. Things that are playing out right now, we are at a point where we need to now know our position in the global spectrum, in the global space. A Chinese will not leave his land to another place because the land itself is favorable, it's okay. Some countries, I know some countries for one, they are proud people. You never make them hustling. As a matter of fact, there's a tribe in Nigeria. I am yet to see that tribe, that particular tribe in Nigeria, in abroad hustling, like the way Yorubas and Igbos and others are hustling. So I question myself, why? There is a tribe in Nigeria. I am yet to see that tribe hustling in the abroad. I repeat, there is a particular tribe. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. I am not saying there's anything attached to it, but what are those things that they are doing right in that tribe? How are they carrying themselves along? What is their leaders doing? That I can tell you for one that there's a tribe benefiting from fully funded scholarship in Oxford, Harvard, and all these kind of universities than some tribes. What is going on? What is going on? You go to places that are menial jobs and hustling in the abroad, either toilet cleaning, you find Igbo, you find Yoruba, but there's a particular tribe you never, I can tell you, never. And when you find them, they will tell you that they are using government money as sponsorship. They will even buy car. So are some people more Nigerian than others? So these are questions we need to poke front. But like I said, this kind of topic needs episode. That we need to say episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. We are going to call it a wrap, and this will be the last, and we'll call it a wrap. And I will throw this to Afolabi, then you go next, Mr. Akinwunmi. And that is, what is your own? Let us say you have been sworn in right now as apparently the president of Nigeria. What are those step-by-step procedures you are going to look into as an attempt for you to initiate change that you feel that Nigeria people need and is going to work?
Can you come again?
You have just been sworn in as the president of the country. What are the step-by-step procedures of changes you are going to initiate that you are very sure that is going to work?
Thank you for that question. Now, but before I will answer a question. We are still not getting it right on this topic. Please, politicians are not problems of this country.
Who are the problems?
Not politicians alone. Not politicians alone.
I said,
you
according to
just
your word, I
cited
said Nigerian professionals, leaders, and everybody.
Oh yeah, exactly. You just cited an example. Myself as a case study, studying history and international studies. You and I know that is not an intended course from the onset.
That's true.
That is not what I intend to study. But you know the system already now. There is a cut-off mark for every course. Even if you get that cut-off,
the system will give you what
who is telling you get that course? Even if you are qualified for that course, you don't get it. So then you study what is available. Then what is available becomes nonsense after you finish. So look at the process. So those are the problems. And later, well, let's leave that aside. So as regards the question you asked me, so what eventually has become the president of the country? What are the processes to change things and all that? Number one, you employ able hands, those who can do it. That's number one thing. Because for failure of every government is people around you. If they are not accountable, or if they are not they don't want the post they have, you can't get something good from them. Now let me cite an example. During 2015 election, when Buhari was elected, when he was elected as the president of the country, I had an hope that wow, this is the change we've been all clamoring for. That this is a new man, retired military man for that matter. Do you know I got disappointed when I saw the ministerial list? The ministerial list were full of past governors, those that have embezzled. Past governors, Fashola of Lagos State, Chris Ngige, Fayemi of Ekiti, what's this man's name? Aregbesola, even what's this state? Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole, all of them like that. Yeah, all of them like that. So I got disappointed. And what do you expect from such government? Nothing. Zero. At the end of the day, at the end of the 8 years, nothing good could be recorded for that government. So if I found myself in such position, my ministers, regardless of the age, tribal, your religion, regardless of all those things I've mentioned, if you have the potential to deliver, I'll bring you on board. So that's what matters most. And you yourself, you must serve as an example. You mustn't be found in any criminal act, like embezzlement. You can't. When you check records of past leaders in Nigeria, I don't know, they don't even investigate. That's the unfortunate part of the story now. They don't investigate past presidents. They only investigate their subordinates, probably ministers or even vice president. They don't investigate the vice president. But you can argue this with me. Obasanjo was not investigated. Jonathan was not investigated.
But apparently, Obasanjo returned some money. Funny enough, Obasanjo returned some money. When
was Obasanjo investigated? Well,
no. I just
was not invited for any investigation.
I know, but he returned some certain amount of money when Buhari was just sworn in, and he was on the rampage of collecting looted money for people. Obasanjo willingly returned a certain amount of money. Do you remember that? Buhari's first
Obasanjo returned. What? No, he's not connecting. You know, Obasanjo was before Buhari.
I know. When Buhari came on board, I know what I'm saying. And Buhari started like as if he was going to catch all the previous, offenders and all. So during those times, at the heat of the moment, Obasanjo returned some amount of money then. Do you remember?
Oh, that is underground. I'm not aware.
It was a news, but people didn't just want to pay attention to it much.
Oh,
yes.
I'm not aware. So now the issue is employing able hands, those that have the potentials. Yeah, employing them, not people from your party. They compensate people now for portfolios. Look at, can I mention him?
Why not?
Yeah, look at Adedibu, Minister for Power now. Because he had to step down for Makinde in Oyo State. So they brought him all the way from Oyo to come and be Minister for Power. Now, is it delivering now? I hear people saying he's the worst minister now. At present, the worst minister. So those are the issues.
Fashola even said that
we've always been having, of course, we've always been having.
He said all through the 8 years that Buhari never visited his side and just asked what is going on in this ministry. Is that not crazy? So, Mr. Akinwunmi, please jump in.
Thank you. Yeah. To my own contribution, with what you said, if I'm the president, I just need to do, to my own opinion, I just need to do 3 things. 1, to amend the constitution, because if this constitution is not working, there is nowhere we are going in this country. We'll just be roaming about. Second is the power, the electricity, and the to fix the electricity.
It takes the house.
Hello?
It takes the house to amend constitution, not the president, But
you can actually push. No, take the house, but I can force it.
Okay.
I can push it to the House to amend it.
Okay.
I know that what they will do is what is going to favor them.
Okay.
And the third one is to subsidize the economy, because people are hungry in this country. If not for the grace of God, people are hungry, sincerely speaking. So those are the three things I'm going to just put in place.
All right. It's a big thank you from me to you, and to those who joined from the beginning. Oluwafolabi, I can see you, Wisdom, everybody who joined. A big shout out to you. Street and Cathedral, like I said, it's a podcast created by me. It's upon my meditation, I had thoughts about the Street and Cathedral. It's more like the core essence of a man. You are in the world, but you have your spiritual reality also guiding you as you journey in the world itself. I'm just going to call our phone in, and he's going to give us his own wrap conversation, and that's it. Because we've been speaking for close to 2 hours now. Wow. It's a really, But I want to say thank you to you, Mr. Akinwunmi. Afo,
Welcome.
so let's call it a wrap. Just give us your concluding conversation, and that's it.
Okay. Now, my conclusion on the topic is, as a citizen of this country, wherever you find yourself, make sure you do the right thing, regardless of what is happening around you. Do the right thing and make Nigeria proud.
Make Nigeria proud. You see, this is my shirt. Even me, yeah, I'm flying the flag. Can you see it now, Mr. Akinwunmi?
No, I can't see it. It's that summer.
Come on.
I always with the flag.
Afo,
I always with the flag.
Afo, can you see it?
I can see it, of course.
How come you can't?
I'm always with the flag.
Okay. So yeah.
So always do the right thing over there too.
Of course. See, it has always been like that.
Proud.
Nigeria is our collective effort. So it's our motherland, and we are going to, like I said, I know fortune is going to present itself for us someday, and by then we should play our role very well. I want to say thank you to you, Afo, and thank you to you, Mr. Akinwunmi. I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate. I know what it means for men to sacrifice their football time to come and do. So I do not take it for granted. Trust me, I appreciate you, and I hope when I call you, you're going to come on, Street and Cathedral again. So we're going to move this Street and Cathedral to Spotify. This edition is going to be on YouTube. I'll make the link available to you. Then I would upload all the episodes on Spotify real soon. Yeah, someone said, Wisdom said Nigeria will be great someday. Yes, I believe. And we are going to play our role. We won't give up. We'll try our best. We'll play our role. Then we'll hand the baton to the next generation. So yeah, a big shout out to everyone that has been supporting, those that have been giving us shout out, those that joined, those that left, those that rejoined, and those that are going to watch afterwards. Thank you. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Welcome.